Previously on the Enraged Theme Park Jerk. So a Haunted Mansion movie came out in 2003. And since the Haunted Mansion is one of my all-time favorite rides, it might be expected that I review it. Maybe even make several long, detailed videos about it with two other reviewers. But instead, I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna make several long, detailed videos about my refusal to review it. Because I refuse to watch it. I already have watched it several times, but I still refuse to watch it. Don't thank me, I'm no hero. The trailer looked awful, the effects looked worse than Ghostbusters 2, and worst of all, they just called it The Haunted Mansion, as opposed to Another Haunted Mansion, or The Haunted Mansion The Squeakquel. Now every time we refer to the Haunted Mansion ride, we legally have to call it the 1969 Haunted Mansion without Eddie Murphy holiday. Now, it might be expected that I make several long, detailed videos about how I refuse to review it, but I think that would be a tad redundant and maybe even self-defeating. So instead, I'm going to make several long, detailed videos about how I refuse to make several long, detailed videos about how I refuse to review it. And then, I'm going to make several long, detailed videos about how I refuse to make several long, detailed videos about how I refuse to make several long, detailed videos about how I refuse to make several long, detailed videos about how I refuse... Oh, come on! And now back to the Haunted Mansion Shipwrecked. So, Milo, Murphy, and his damn wiener kids escape the zombies and bring the precious key back to Jen the Baptist here.
First, you must find the trunk.
Trunk?
Trunk.
All you said I had to do was find this key. I got the key, and now you're telling me the story about a trunk.
Look, I don't make the rules, okay? I just work here.
Madame Leota's a valley girl now, so she's basically Elvira, but without Elvira's two best attributes. That's great. That's just great. That's way scarier than fucking Maleficent!
Rap on a table. It's time to respond. Send us a message from somewhere beyond.
Okay, I just work here.
A disgrace to the forces of evil.
Silence!
Madame Leota?
I've had quite enough of you fools. This sorry excuse for a film broke the rules. Joking, winking, speech without rhymes. I curse this foul flick for its damnable crimes. I don't just work here. I'm more than mere scrap. I even stay for the holiday crap. Swap me again for that slut bride of Chucky. I'll summon the powers of hell. You feel lucky?
Yes, I do. Can I keep you?
Jerk with a camera, my eyes are up here. My chest wall spectacular is nowhere near. Now I must leave, for elsewhere I'm needed. Your fate shall be sealed. My words are not heeded.
And I heard her exclaim as the dark spirits called.
My name is Leota. Now
suck on my back.
Wow. Did you guys see that? Hey, where are you guys?
Oh, we're back at Castle Jackula.
What? We haven't finished the movie yet!
Well, stop making us wait so long between videos. We got shit to do.
Well, congratulations, you missed the big Madame Leota scene. Now get your asses back here!
Ah, shit. I think I left my hair back at Disneyland. Plus, I still kind of have a fast pass for Radiator Springs Racers, so,
What the fuck? Well, fine! You have fun going over the cliff with all the other lemmings!
will do.
So, even Eddie Murphy gets tired of Leota's bullshit, and he makes her lead them directly to the trunk.
We should have shotguns with this kind of deal.
He finds a letter that Elizabeth wrote to Gracie, promising her hand in marriage.
She didn't kill herself.
It turns out Zod... Well, let's let him explain.
I am a rational man. It was my duty, sir, to see to it that the boy did not make a foolish error in judgment. Running away with that girl would have destroyed everything.
Nope, still rooting for the bad guy. See what you've done, movie? You've made me root for the racist butler. It's Gone with the Wind all over again.
Jesus, these fuckers need all the help they can get.
Leave him alone! Stop it!
Yes! Won't miss him.
Let me show you out.
Now Zod has changed his mind and wants Gracie to have an interracial marriage because that'll break the curse over the mansion if he falls in love before the last rose petal falls.
Nothing like a curse to speed up social progress. Maybe in 100 years, North Carolina will be stuck in a curse that can only be lifted when they let a transgender ghost comfortably shit. Or at least as comfortably as any North Carolinian can shit.
Still more effective than hashtags.
You haven't put on your dress yet. We can't keep the master waiting.
He did say master waiting, right?
She, of course, wants nothing to do with this, but Zod, who's now a priest of a pagan cult because fuck yeah, I'd join a pagan cult with Terrence Stamp as its priest, forces her into it by threatening to murder her damn wiener kids. Ain't love grand?
What the? A banana in my tailpipe? Seriously?
Dearly beloved, we are gathered together here in the sight of God.
It's Zod! How do you mispronounce your own name?
You shall be joined together as one for all eternity. If anyone has any objections...
Yeah, I got a few objections. Who the fuck hired the caterers? This salmon's nasty.
The next time I say we're going to the lake, we're going to the lake.
Eddie Murphy's entire character arc, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it a big-ass hand! This is where the workaholic dad trope becomes profoundly fucking pointless. When his wife confronted him on it 8 minutes into the movie, he immediately course-corrected and proposed the family trip, and he only took them on the detour to help the family's real estate business, which, by the way, will need all the help it can get in a few short years.
No more than 20 minutes. 20 minutes tops.
It's because he already wanted to spend more time with his damn wiener kids that he got them in this stupid mess, so the only thing he's learned from all this is to fear all business opportunities, because you never know when they might really be spooky ghosts who want to kidnap your kids, kill your wife, and have a shotgun wedding in the afterlife. Although, to be fair, I'm pretty sure that is the policy of Maker Studios.
So Eddie Murphy shows Gracie the letter, and they force the truth out of Zod.
Was love my mistake?
Yes! But what would you understand of sacrifice, duty, or honor? You loved her. Well, damn you. Damn you all to hell!
Zod summons a shitload of flying, squealing Dementors. I want one of those too. And finally, a dragon made of fire!
I think he really is paralyzed this time. So anyway, apparently even Satan thinks racism is a dick move because the fire dragon starts dragging Zod into Mount Doom. And then, I guess Eddie's wife did drink the poison because she's dying now? And the loss of his wife gives him blue balls as the Will-O-Wisp pops by to impregnate her with a genie?
Itty bitty living space.
And then... oh god, this is gonna piss me off, isn't it? Yep, light shines down from heaven!
Ha! I knew it! She was Elizabeth's ghost the whole time! You both owe me $15.
We didn't make that bet.
$15! $15!
The ghost ball was Elizabeth.
Your mom was Elizabeth? No, seriously, kid, your mom...
The truth had to be known for me to be released.
What? Wait, that stupid blue thing really was Elizabeth? So the identical resemblance was just a wacky coincidence?
Why is Black Cinderella Jesus?
Why didn't Elizabeth turn into a ghost like everyone else? And who even put this stupid curse on the house?
I don't know. This is making my head hurt. I'm gonna turn it off my brain for a while and go ride Haunted Mansion. Damn it!
And Eddie Murphy's wife comes back to life because Disney decided to let both parents live for once.
Take this.
What is it?
The deed to the house. It's yours.
Yeah, you know what I like most about my place, Randy? The curtains, man. Look at the curtains. It's beautiful the way I got this place set up.
Oh my god! Eddie Murphy being funny for 5 whole seconds! Don't go, Eddie! You were funnier when you were homophobic!
Hear that, Elizabeth? I'm coming to join you, honey!
Okay, let me get this straight. You're telling me that this Haunted Mansion, the Haunted Mansion, in fact, was only haunted in the first place because of some curse, and now that that curse is lifted, the ghosts are all free to ascend to heaven, and so they do. Is that right? Have I got it correct? Okay. I'd like to address the filmmakers directly, if I may. You guys are all clearly huge fans of the ride. I mean, you put way too much fan service into this movie to not be huge fans yourselves. So as a fellow fan, I would feel remiss if I didn't inform you of a certain little detail that you seem to have overlooked in your ceaseless quest for authenticity. You might want to sit down. This might just blow your mind, but, you see, the 999 happy haunts are... Enjoy haunting Gracie Manor! They find it delightfully unlivable, remember that? We, the living, are the ones who have a problem with it, and that's a huge part of what makes the ride so fun, and dare I say, kinda subversive, at least for Disney. It promises a chilling, horrifying glimpse into the other side, and then the other side unapologetically fucks with us and throws our primal fear of death itself right back in our stupid, stupid faces. This, on the other hand, is a fucking Kirk Cameron movie! All the good souls climbed up the ladder to heaven to eat sky cake with Jesus and left the sinners and the Jews behind the end. The Haunted Mansion has probably a bigger, stronger, and more devoted fan base than any other ride on property. Fan films have been made about it. Documentaries are being crowdfunded on it. Dead people's ashes have been scattered in it! They all get vacuumed up by maintenance, but it's the thought that counts. Did they really think any of this movie's built-in audience wanted to see an unhaunted mansion as a happy ending? It'd be like if a Pirates movie ended with Jack Sparrow quitting piracy and becoming an accountant. 'Cause piracy's bad and it hurts the poor rich people and stuff. I mean, for God's sake, this was right around the time Disney was sequelizing absolutely everything, even moderately successful. What if this had been moderately successful? How the hell do you sequelize a haunted mansion that's no longer haunted?
When the nothing creaks and the nothing quakes,
Nothing comes for a nothing wake,
zero haunts materialize,
and refuse to vocalize.
Jackula shit will anti-socialize.
Anyway, all the ghosts go to heaven like the dogs they are, where God will force them to help baseball teams cheat for all eternity. The fucking end.
And over the ending credits, we get Nelly sampling the theme from The People's Court. Because why stop randomly pulling decisions out of a hat now?
Allow us to demonstrate. Our movie is going to be based on
Splash Mountain,
starring
Dane Cook,
co-starring
Sir Ian McKellen,
pick a director,
Tommy Wiseau,
featuring the music of
Soulja Boy,
sampling
the theme from Cowboys of Moo Mesa. And that's the Haunted Mansion movie, an infuriating, squandered opportunity with a spooky 13% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. That's worse than The Country Bears, worse than Pixels, worse than Batman v Superman, and it's not even... Wait, hang on, stop the music. Show me the Batman one again. Now show me the Country Bears one. Sorry, where was I? Right. The critics hated this movie even more than that, and it's not even really that bad. Don't get me wrong, it's not good either, but there are quite a few things I genuinely love about it. The cinematography, the atmosphere, the costumes, the music, the zombie makeup, the production design is unbelievable. I love Terrence Stamp, I love the way the ghosts disappear and reappear, and I really love this scene.
Where we spent our last moments together, where we danced together for the last time before you killed yourself.
It's the one time they use imagery from the ride to enhance the story, and not just for pointless fan service to trick people like me into thinking we're watching a real Haunted Mansion movie. The whole stupid thing honestly feels like an apology for the first Pirates movie. Like they were sure that weird PG-13 2.5-hour swashbuckling epic starring a notoriously crazy man talking like a notoriously crazier man that didn't bail on its own genre at the end was probably gonna flop, so they made extra sure their Haunted Mansion movie was nice and safe and formulaic and aggressively mediocre. And with a ride as glorious as this one, mediocrity might be the greatest crime of all.
What the hell does Eddie Murphy have to do with the Haunted Mansion? What does the Haunted Mansion have to do with Eddie Murphy? This unholy union changes neither answer from nothing. The ride was made by a company known for making children's entertainment, trying to branch out into something a little darker and edgier. Eddie Murphy got famous by being raunchy and R-rated before giving up and doing kids' movies. Combining them is like eating ice cream with mustard on it. The flavors fight for your attention and no one wins. And it doesn't help that Eddie Murphy was this neutered and bloodless. Even in his other Disney movie, he was at least the G-rated version of filthy.
There are a couple of things I know they're bound to notice.
Here, it feels like he's just taking a role that Tim Allen passed on. If history has taught us anything, Axel Foley has no place in a theme park.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. This was Eddie Murphy's worst movie choice ever.
What? Wait a minute, worse than these?
Oh, yeah, way worse than any of those, because you did not go into any of these movies thinking they would be any good.
This movie had so much potential to be a really cool haunted house movie for kids. A gothic horror gateway drug like The Addams Family or Paranorman. Or, yes, The Nightmare Before Christmas. But haunted house movies depend on nuance and subtlety. And Eddie Murphy is about as subtle as a brick made of chainsaws. Everything that doesn't work about this stems directly from him. His family is lame, their dialogue is boring, and there's not one good scene they don't ruin less than a minute later.
It's like the director sat the entire cast down and then said, Eddie, don't be funny. Wife and damn wiener kids, don't act well. Terrence Stamp.
Bitch, kneel before Zod 4 I slap you.
Roger that.
This movie is like a burger with the perfect bun. Perfect lettuce, perfect condiments, perfect cheese, perfect everything, but instead of an all-beef patty, Eddie Murphy dropped trow and unleashed the sloppiest of Joes. A sewer can be avoided, but a turd on your dinner plate? Yeah, not so much.
And by the way, if any of you out there want to complain that your favorite childhood ghost story is being ruined by perceived bad casting, y'all motherfuckers are lightweights.
I tried, I failed.
The only true failure is when you stop trying.
For all its flaws, this film still looks amazing. I mean, I agree the franchise is in desperate need of a reboot, but how would you improve on it visually?
Oh, that's how.
Guillermo del fucking Toro, ladies and gentlemen. The acclaimed visionary filmmaker of Pan's Labyrinth and Pacific Rim, and a huge Haunted Mansion fanboy in his own right, announced at Comic-Con a few years back that he's writing, producing, and possibly directing an all-new Haunted Mansion movie.
We are not returning Eddie Murphy's calls.
Unfortunately, that announcement was almost 6 years ago. The project's been stuck in development hell for so long that Guillermo basically just went ahead and made a Haunted Mansion movie without Disney. But as recently as last month, he assured us that he's still working on his Haunted Mansion movie with Disney, with Ryan Gosling attached to star, and my fingers remain crossed that it still gets made someday, if only to blow this inferior pretender out of public memory.
Forevers and evers.
Stop cutting to that!
Sorry. Anyway, Count Jackula, the horror guru, thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, don't worry, the pleasure is all yours.
So, want to go to Universal Halloween Horror Nights?
It's March!
May, and Disneyland celebrates Christmas at Halloween. Clearly, time has no meaning.
Okay, well, how do we get out of here? Yeah, how do we get out of here?
Well, of course, there's always my way!
Welcome to Halloween Horror Nights, man.
I don't expect to survive the night. Yippee!
Are you comfortable with them just selling your uncles like this? Oh yeah, it's family tradition. It's where the fortune comes from.
It's my pleasure to welcome you to Universal's first annual Purge Party!
Hey,
good looking.
stop looking at me like that.
It's the Purge. I don't have to be nice to you. Are you plotting our murders, Jack? You're plotting our murders, aren't you?
Terror tram. The tram of terror.
They're affiliated with the Tower of Terror. The Terror tram goes from the parking lot of Terror to the... I don't... It's all run by ISIS. Let's go crash a plane, drive us all insane. Let's go crash a plane, kill everybody.
Sure you don't want any?
I'm good.
We're all gonna die.
I'll take all of you! I don't know what anything is anymore. Up is down, black is white, YouTube comments are reasonable. What is going on? About how I refuse to make several long detailed videos about how I refuse to make several long detailed videos about how I refuse to make several long detailed videos about how I refuse to make several long detailed videos about how I refuse to make several long detailed videos about how I refuse to make several long detailed videos about how I refuse to make several long detailed.
All right, guys, I'm all packed and ready to go to... No.